Hey guys, Brandon here from M.O.N.Comics. I am at the Potluck Thrift Store in Canastota, New York on a Sunday afternoon. I heard there were some comics here. We're gonna do a $20 comic challenge. Let's go in and see what I can get for 20 bucks if they have comics here. All right, got some comics, got some toys. Let's go home and I'll show you what I got. All right, we're back at home base. So yeah, that was Potluck Thrift Store in Canastota, New York. Really cool place. You can see they have a little bit of everything on the inside. And actually, like, I went through one part of it and was like looking around the corner. It's connected to a diner. So you, in total theory, could go in and sit down and have a meal and then go thrift. How did I find out about this place? I have a friend of mine, a coworker, who goes out and does a lot of estate sales and thrifting and flea markets. And whenever he's at a shop like this and there's comics, he takes a picture, sends it to me, and a screenshot of the location. So shout out to my buddy Brian for hooking me up with this insight. And guys, it was a Sunday afternoon. It was sunny, but it's cold. Like, we have this thing in upstate New York where it gets really nice for like a week and you think it's spring. It's just a fall spring. We're back to cold now. We're kind of cooped up in the house, and I took my oldest daughter. I was like, do you want to go on an adventure? And she's like, sure. So we went there. She got to pick something out. You know, for me, a lot of people, you know, the hunt is fun, right? Like, I think we watch a lot of YouTubers or hear about these stories in person or through someone about where someone goes to a comic shop and they find a highly valuable book for cheap. And although that is fun and can be rewarding and show you that these books are out there to be had cheaper than maybe what you're seeing them for somewhere, to me, it's just about the hunt of finding some cool books. And the fact that this place was about, I don't know, 25 minutes from my house, and they had comics. And they had comics that I'm going to enjoy reading. And I picked up some comics that were an AOK for a friend, and of course an action figure. So to me, to be able to even have these places that have comics around me, I don't care if I ever go and find like some crazy valuable comic for cheap. like, I just want to go hunt comics and be able to find them inexpensively. And I did. It was a great day for it. Guys, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to this channel, hit the like button, follow me over on Instagram at M.O.N.Comics. I'd really appreciate it. It's the easiest way to support the channel, which means a ton to me. I'm over 2 years in. I'm trying to work towards 2K subs. Anyways, if you want to support the channel, it'd be really appreciated. Just hit the sub button, hit the notifications, and watch my videos. Before I get into the haul of what I got an AOK from my buddy Adam of Up and Adam Comics that I'd like to open up for everyone. Adam is a relatively new YouTuber. He won a giveaway from me on my live stream I had last week with K-Pop Junkie, talking about our buddy Elliot and the comic Hellbound. And he's like, hey, I got something for you. I'd really like to send you. I'm like, again, no one ever has to send me stuff. He goes, don't worry, I think only you would like it. So I was like, okay, that piqued my interest. So he sent it along. I've had it for a few days now. Adam, I'm so sorry this is coming so late. Guys, I'm in it. I got a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old. I am busy. I work full-time. I'm on the committee for my union. I'm on different things for, you know, my local high school because my kids will be there. So, like, I'm real busy. I put out content when I can. So, Adam, I'm sorry we opened this late, but okay, so it looks like a poster. What do we got here? Very well packaged. I'm going to slide it out. What? I don't know if he made this or if he had it commissioned. Guys, check this out. So this is a Tales of Suspense homage to where monsters, you know, on the cover, like coming across the window. Canson comic artboard. Tales of M.O.N.Comics. Have you ever wondered why some channels become comic YouTube classics? I'll take that with a grain of salt. When you read the startling, mysterious M.O.N.Comics at my window in this great issue, you'll learn the answer. Heaven help me, it's true. There is a M.O.N.Comics at my window. Monsters at my window was Tales of Suspense 34, I believe. This is insane, and it's got me. It's even got the gray hair. My kids are doing it to me. Adam, this is nuts, dude. All right, so I have so much wall art that I have accumulated that I've decided I'm going to start rotating my wall art because love what Eric from SideQuest sent me, love Big B's art, love what Mike from Lunch Money sent me, but I got to start rotating so people can appreciate it. This is insane. Thanks, Adam. I never thought I'd see myself on a monster comic. It says 25 after Kirby 62. I got to see there's a note in the box. Time out. We'll cut. Okay, so there's no note in the box, but I'm going to reach out to him and see who did this, if he did it, if it was commissioned. This is amazing. Like, I am totally blown away. Wow. It's even got the Predator in the window down here. I mean, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for the friends in this community I made. It's funny, most of the books I got at that thrift shop the other day were for an AOK for another YouTuber friend of mine, because a lot of the times if I'm not seeing a ton of comics I'm interested in, if I do see other stuff I know my friends like, I get it for them. Adam, thank you so much. Go check out Up and Adam Comics. He's hit the ground running. Anyone can make a YouTube channel. Just got to hit record and just talk. It can be hard. It's not as easy as it seems all the time, having to learn stuff and just put yourself out there for the world. But wow, this is really cool. Thank you, Adam. I'll cherish this forever. Let's see what I got from the thrift store. The first item you saw is not a comic, but it's totally comic related. In the 90s, there was a great cartoon. It was an Iron Man cartoon, and it was fantastic. Had a lot of like B, C level characters, even D. But I couldn't pass up my boy, the Mandarin. I went back and watched, they're on Disney Plus, so I went back and watched these episodes. I had a blast. Let's face it, 90s cartoon nostalgia is awesome. X-Men 97, Spider-Man, shows like Iron Man. 80s into the 90s, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was so much good stuff, and they got a lot of action figures. This is from Toy Biz from 1994. 30 years old. I feel old. But it was cool. On the back, it has some of the other characters from the Iron Man. There's also Fantastic Four cartoon. So Iron Man figures you could get was Iron Man in the Hydro armor, War Machine, Iron Man, the Mandarin, Black Blacklash, Spider-Woman, and Grey Gargoyle. So yeah, actually, if you're not familiar with it, here's a little clip.
You'll feel the pain of the metal shards embedded next to my spine by the blast. And I'll never forget the Mandarin's eyes, with the incredible power of his rings when he showed me his insane chessboard. He ordered me to create an invincible armor with which his forces could conquer the Earth.
So you can see in that clip, they showed a couple people that were on the back of this, and of course, the Mandarin. Guys, the bubbles burst. It was already taped together. We're going to take it out. We're going to see his ring hands are supposed to light up. He's got a cool helmet. Let's see if this works. So the cape just simply snaps back in. Let's see if it doesn't stay great. Might have to hot glue it. All right, here's the hands. Let's see if they work. Doesn't look like they work. I might have to tinker with it on my own and see. You can replace the batteries, and I'll see if I can get it to light up. There might not be batteries in here. They might have taken them out, but really cool. Comes with this little cape. Comes with the mask too that he has. Mandarin wasn't really known for wearing this mask, but we're gonna put it on him because it looks pretty slick. Sweet. So I'm going to put this cape back on him, and I actually am going to add him to my quickly growing action figure display area. I don't like that the cape doesn't stand that great, but what are you going to do? Again, maybe I'll hot glue it in. Good articulation. The knees articulate, so that's pretty cool. Something fell off. Oh, his belt fell off. Well, we'll just put him here without the cape. We're not going to mess around with it. I'll figure out if I'm going to super glue or whatever. But that was a really cool find. I did a $20 challenge. So what could I get for $20? So I can tell you that the action figure and all the comics I got were $20 exactly. I got my kids a couple things. They came out to $20. I spent $48. My daughter's toy was $25. It was a rather big Pokemon stuffed animal. My other daughter's was $3, so that was $28. And then she charged me $20 for the comics. The comics were buy one, get one of equal or lesser value free. So as you can see through the footage, I was digging through. There was some more modern stuff I wasn't familiar with, DC titles and stuff. I did pick out some old DC books as an AOK for a friend of the channel. So I'm not going to show these to you. I want you to go to his channel and check it out when he unboxes these. They were just some DC titles that I thought he'd appreciate. He's kind of into the weird and wacky, so I thought I'd hit him up with this. So I got to put some boards on here and send them out. So the DC books were a gift. I picked up 3 books for myself. Just really one I'd seen that I wanted and some that I really wanted to read. I'm going to make a video pretty soon about how much more this year I have dived into reading comics and what that's done for me. And I can't wait to make that video because I'm really excited about the titles I've been reading. And I want to talk to you guys about that and get your feedback. But without further ado, I got What If Volume 1, Issue 11, The Fantastic Four All Had the Same Powers. So this is from 1990, cover art and story by Jim Valentino. And it's cool. It tells 4 separate stories what if each of the Fantastic Four members, all of them got the same power. What I love about this story, this actual part of this book and the story is that you can see up here with the Thing. So Reed becomes this like ape-like creature, almost like Corgilla from the pre-hero Marvel Monster days. Johnny becomes kind of just like a variant of the Thing, but Sue Storm turns into Man-Thing. So really cool. I can't wait to dive into that. I've been looking for this. It had been on my radar. I just hadn't picked it up. So What If issue 41. You'll see a common theme in that these are all what if issues. These were the most that I really thought I'd like to own. I'm not just going to go out and buy comics just to buy them, just to have content. I don't have much space. I'm really staying focused on keeping my space small. So these are books that I really thought I would want to read or for another reason. And with this one, you can see why. So this is What If issue 41 from 1992. Cover art by Jim Valentino and Sam De La Rosa. And it was actually written by Jim Valentino too. Guys, what a great homage to FF49. I mean, it is just timeout. I mean, they knocked it out of the park. Even the rays coming out of Galactus's hands and the way all the Avengers, so they swiped the Fantastic Four for the Avengers, are running, it's like perfect. Even got the Silver Surfer in there. So a really cool book. I will always grab an homage cover to this book because it's probably my favorite Silver Age cover. So What If issue 41 in the collection. The last book I picked up, What If Volume 1, issue 73. What if the Kingpin owned Daredevil? Very interesting to me. From 1995, Cover art by Tom Grindberg, written by DJ Chichester. Really cool cover. I'm really into the Daredevil Born Again series. I'm enjoying it. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. I personally like what they're doing with it, and I can't wait to see how the show rounds out with the final 4 or 5 episodes. So really want to read this. I thought it was cool. Obviously, being a big Daredevil fan, I didn't even know this existed. I'm all about finding more modern comics, even if it's 1995, and consider it modern, to read. So very excited to pick that up and give it a read. So there you have it. Little thrift store adventure on a Sunday. Got a pretty cool Mandarin action figure and some comics to read and some AOK for my buddy from another YouTube channel, which you'll see him posted up. Guys, tell me down in the comments, do you go to thrift stores and look for comics, and typically they just have a lot of 90s stuff? Like, that's what I usually find, but I'm not gonna, turn my nose to it. Like, comics are good for reading. That's what they're meant for, and I'm going to read these. Anyone ever seen the Iron Man show from the 90s? The Mandarin's not green, but hey, creative liberties. And again, thank you to Up and Adam Comics. This is incredible. It's going to get framed and have a permanent place on my wall, or a rotational wall, if you will. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for stopping by. I really appreciate the continued support. This week, I don't know when this video is going to drop. It could drop Wednesday, it could drop Friday. I don't know, whenever I get it done. But I do have the Big 5 Live Friday night with 3 men in the basement, 3 of their members, and then also another friend of ours, a mutual friend, Sean from Comics CT on Instagram. Really cool guy. They're going to be on the M.O.N.Comics Big 5 Live. Saturday, I've got Syracuse Collectors Con. I'm going to meet with a buddy that I've known through this channel, who's been a viewer and a friend that lives out near Syracuse as well. Chris Parker. We're going to go hang out, and we're going to hunt comics and go have some lunch. I'm so excited to finally go to a show. It's probably going to be the only show I go to this year. We don't have a ton of shows around here, and I'm not going to a big con, so I'm excited. So, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week, weekend, whenever you fall in this video. And until then, keep reading those comics.